How can you immigrate to Canada's smallest province, Prince Edward Island, that has lots of opportunities for business immigration? Let's discuss that today.
Just a quick reminder before we start. Please note that whatever you hear in these live sessions or any content you see on social media by Savirov's law firm is general information only and not legal advice. While we may use certain real-life scenarios or legal cases for learning purposes, it is important to remember that this does not constitute a legal opinion. For personalized legal advice, please consult with your lawyer or hire a Canadian immigration lawyer. Now, let's get back to our show.
As usual, we will start with our news pieces. News piece number 1. Minister Mark Miller highlighted the importance of Francophone immigration during the Francophone Immigration Week. And he mentioned that Canadian immigration targets for French-speaking immigrants will be increasing going forward. That will be 6% in 2024, 7% in 2025, and 8% in 2026. If you are a French-speaking business owner or you are a Francophone talent, you should consider Canada seriously because going forward, we will increase Francophone-speaking migrants that will be living outside of Quebec. News piece number 2 comes from the Conference Board of Canada that published a very alarming report recently. The report is named as The Leaky Bucket, a study of immigrant retention trends in Canada, and you can find it at the link underneath this video. I suggest that you read this honest and transparent report by the Conference Board of Canada and make your own conclusions. The report claims that the immigrants are leaving Canada in higher numbers. But for me personally, as a proud Canadian who has been living in Canada for 20 years, I don't have any plans to leave this country, but there is a trend and we are openly discussing that with you. We will leave the report for you to analyze. There are certain recommendations on how to retain the immigrants. So one question is to attracting the immigrants and population into this country, and the other matter is to retain them and make them prosper in the Great North. News piece number 3 relates to the topic that we will discuss today about the PEI. So, as you can see, there are key findings by RBC Royal Bank of Canada that by 2033, 40% of Canadian farm operators will retire. The issue becomes the succession plan. Who will take over those farming operations? If you are into farming and you've been doing farming in your home country, this could be a great opportunity. Read this report and make your own conclusions. If you have any questions, contact us immediately.
Are you constantly on the move, managing your business, and looking for a convenient way to stay informed about expanding your business to Canada? Look no further. Introducing Speaking of Canada, the podcast that keeps you in the loop on all things related to Canadian business immigration, delivering the latest news and valuable tips and captivating interviews, no matter how busy your schedule gets. Speaking of Canada has got you covered.
Today's topic is business immigration opportunities in Prince Edward Island, Canada. And we have an interview upcoming after that with ArtFresh, a PEI-based business, and its co-founder, Yena Hayw. But I want to set the stage and to give you an introduction to Prince Edward Island.
Welcome to Prince Edward Island, a province with rich history and thriving economy that's ripe with business opportunities. In this video, we will explore key industries that drive the PEI's economy and why it's an attractive destination for entrepreneurs and investors. Charlottetown, the capital of Prince Edward Island, is often called the birthplace of Confederation, where the foundations of Canada were laid. But the PEI story started long time ago, with the Mi'kmaq First Nations settling on the island 10,000 years ago when it was connected to the mainland. Today, PEI is not only known for its historical significance, but also for its stunning landscapes and beautiful beaches, including the famous Singing Sands Beach in Basin Head Provincial Park. Connecting PEI to New Brunswick, is the impressive Confederation Bridge, a testament to the province's modern infrastructure and accessibility. There are three ways to get to Prince Edward Island: by air, by sea enjoying the Gulf of St. Lawrence, and by driving over the Confederation Bridge. So, whether you prefer to drive across the bridge or sail on the sparkling waters, P.E.I. welcomes you with open arms and boundless opportunities. P.E.I. has also made a great mark in the world of literature with Lucy Maud Montgomery, a native of the island, who authored the great classic, Anne of Green Gables. Now, let's delve into the diverse industries that fuel P.E.I.'s economic growth. First up, agriculture. P.E.I. is known as Canada's food island, and for good reason. Potato is a major agricultural product here in the province, and the province is known as Canada's potato capital. Up to 25% of potato consumed in the country is grown here on Prince Edward Island. Seafood is another cornerstone of P.E.I.'s economy, with high-quality products like mussels, clams, lobsters, different types of fish, contributing to the P.E.I.'s reputation as a seafood hub of Canada. In the aerospace industry, P.E.I. is soaring to new heights. With the skilled workforce and access to international markets, it's the province's third largest export industry. Bioscience is thriving too, thanks to organizations like the P.E.I. Bio Alliance. This sector attracts both large companies and SMEs, driving economic growth. P.E.I.'s economy is very diverse, including manufacturing, aerospace, renewable energy, biosciences, and more, offering ample opportunities for investment and growth. Speaking of renewable energy, P.E.I. is a leader in wind energy development in North America, contributing to sustainability and economic diversification. The information and communications technology sector in P.E.I. is on the consistent upward trajectory, with a focus on healthcare, software development, financial services, aerospace, and more. And let's not forget tourism. P.E.I.'s natural beauty, historic sites, and culinary delights make it a top destination for visitors. For entrepreneurs, P.E.I. offers a supportive environment with resources and programs to help you start and grow your business. Whether you're interested in manufacturing, seafood export, tourism-related ventures, or catering to local needs with home-based businesses, the possibilities are endless. In conclusion, Prince Edward Island is steeped in history and culture, with a vibrant economy strengthened by diverse industries. So, consider making P.E.I. as your next business destination, and let Sobirov's law firm be your guiding light in this journey.
Basic facts about P.E.I. It's Canada's smallest province in terms of population. It has a population of around 170,000 people. It's a primarily agricultural province. It produces 25% of Canada's potatoes. There are other sectors that you may find interesting is fisheries, tourism, aerospace is growing very well, biosciences, IT, and renewable energy. Per capita income on the island is around $36,000. Aerospace is the largest exporter on the island with $355 million in annual sales. Bioscience is another sector that employs 1,300 people and generates over $150 million in revenue annually. And the taxes on the island is 15%, is applied to almost all goods and services except some clothing, food, and home heating fuel. The location-wise, the location is very important. The strategic location, as you can see here, is very convenient and very close to big markets like Boston, New York, Toronto, Halifax, Washington, D.C., and Chicago. So as you can see, P.E.I. is very well located to the major markets in North America. Although it's a small province of Canada, it's one of the fastest growing provinces in terms of population. As you can see from the Stats Canada, it has been growing around 8% in population recently between 2016 and 2021. And median after-tax income of the population is rising too. It's around $64,000 annually. So what is the PEI income versus other Canadian provinces? You can see the split of earning capacity of the residents on the island, and the majority are between 30,000 to 100,000. So your consumer base, depending on your products and services, could be located on the island and beyond, in the maritime provinces or the Atlantic provinces of Canada. We've been to the island and experienced it for ourselves, and we can share some insights with you. If possible, you need to visit the island. Prince Edward Island is a beautiful place to visit and spend some time to feel it for yourself. Depending on the nature of your business, the island can be a great place for a cost-effective and business-friendly environment, so you can do business while being located on the island, but selling to consumers outside of the island. A highly skilled and educated labor pool is there. There is a university and colleges that produce skilled talent. Strategic infrastructure, there are the roads and connectivity by sea, by air, and by road is very good. Access to major markets, I already mentioned that. Major markets in North America are close. Quality of life, and of course, this is the best part. Of course, you have to do business, but your quality of life may be affected by that. So if you want quality of life for yourself and your family, PEI is a good option too. And most importantly, that we observed during our visit on the island, connect with the local stakeholders, such as the town of Charlottetown, the town of Summerside. Invest PEI, it's an organization that will help you. Innovation PEI, Summerside Exchange, business incubators. These are the stakeholders that will welcome you to the province and will help you as much as they can from the practical point of view. And again, if you need a holistic advice on immigration to Canadian provinces through business immigration programs, contact Sobirov's law firm through various means described on the screen, social media and other ways. We are always ready to help you. In conclusion, I've been to PEI and I loved it there. The beautiful nature and very friendly people. I talked to many stakeholders, business owners and local residents. One of those business owners is Yena Hayw, the founder of ArtFresh. Yena shares her experience as a foreign entrepreneur doing business in Prince Edward Island and gives us lots of insights. Hello and welcome to the beautiful Prince Edward Island. My name is Rahmat Sobirov and I have Yena as my guest today. We are connecting with you from Summerside in PEI, Prince Edward Island. Let's start with introduction. Can you please briefly introduce yourself, your company, and what do you do?
My name is Yena Hayw. I am a CEO and creative director at ArtFresh marketing agency. We help businesses find their unique value proposition. If they don't have it, we help to develop them. We help understand what market would be the best solution for them, where they have to be. Because right now, it's most cases you don't need to be physically present in the place where you are. Prince Edward Island has a lot of opportunities to be connected with industries like tourism, farming, seafood, like producing, everything. 14 years ago, I came to Canada from Ukraine, from Kyiv, and it was completely like a new journey for me. It's not in terms of new country, language, culture. It's a completely new lifestyle for me because before I worked in advertising agencies for 12 years in Kyiv. I was an art director when I went here, and I always actually wanted to have my company. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and when I came to Canada, I think this is maybe the opportunity where I should take my journey seriously, and I find out that Innovation PEI in Prince Edward Island, they support entrepreneurs. They provide opportunity, funding to start business from scratch, and it was small competition because just they select 5 or 6 people who has business idea and think how they can support. And I was really lucky because my idea was approved and I received this grant, and was how I start my business.
Yelena, you had an amazing journey from being an employee, now being a very successful business owner. When was that confidence appeared in you that you made the switch? What was that confidence?
I think when you feel that people see what you're doing, they appreciate and they come back. When you started build your client base and when you see that people like what you're doing, it's build confidence because for me it was really challenging to start this and learn a lot of learning. But when I see people like it, and we received first award, we have right now 22 international and local awards for business, for marketing projects, for brand development projects for our clients, and it was really inspiring.
Let's start. What do you know? Share with us your knowledge of PEI, what kind of market it is.
PEI is the most easiest place to start business because first you get tremendous support from the government, local government, provincial, municipal, like we say about Somerset. We work with Somerset for Economic Development Department, the city of Somerset for 6 years. And I see how much support businesses received when they come to Somerset. No red tapes, a lot of incentives, tax rebates, a lot of depend on the industry opportunities and business programs from the government. They provide you funding, provide you better, say, options for investment possibilities. And you can really grow business safely, risk-free, because any business, doesn't matter how much you will invest, it's always risk. Mm-hmm. And when you go to, say, Ontario, Toronto, most people say there is a business, there a big market. Yes, it's a huge market, but there is a huge competition.
What do you think Somerset as a city or location or market is looking for right now?
Somerset has huge opportunities to grow for clean tech sector, green tech sector, because a lot of technology, innovation, Somerset already implemented, tested, and help businesses from this industry grow.
Now, I want to enlarge the scope of our discussion. Let's talk about province of PEI. It has a population of 170,000 people. It's the smallest. However, it has amazing agricultural sector, which PEI is considered to be the potato capital of Canada. It produces almost 25% of potato consumed by Canadians, and they export a lot of potatoes across North America. Yes. Now, looking at the nature of the businesses, we talked about agriculture, we talked about aerospace. Now, your business is more knowledge-based business. It's not necessarily tangible. You don't produce material. You do produce, but yours more art and marketing. Yeah. So, that sector, the knowledge-based sector, do you think it's a good place to do that kind of business or any other businesses outside what we discussed?
A service business is maybe more flexible than production because you can be online with IT technology. You can have clients like we have across Canada, in the US, in Europe. So it doesn't matter where you are located. If people value what you're doing, and want to work with you, you can work with different 6 hours, 7 hours difference, like we work with Europe, 6 hours difference in one thing, and 4 hours or 5 hours from Western Canada. So we different use time zones, and most important to provide value and understand your competition. So in general, Prince Edward Island has a much more cost-effective environment and save you money when you want to start your business. Plus, the government programs provide additional funding. They cover for your marketing expenses. We know a lot of new businesses who come here, they're looking for marketing support. They need different programs, website development, maybe market research, consulting services. And the government provide 2,500 grant It's not actually a loan, so you don't need to pay back, and they help businesses establish with marketing point of view, and if you need market research, if you need website development, they provide $1,000, some programs $5,000, so they really support entrepreneurs and small businesses.
That's amazing. We've talked about many positive aspects of being in PEI, doing business in Summerside, Charlottetown, and so on. But our audience knows us as a very honest and transparent law firm, and we talked about difficult topics too. So now let's switch to difficult topics and disadvantages, let's say, of doing business in what should they be ready for?
It's maybe life actually for any immigrant, because in any country you need to prove yourself and be maybe 2-3 times better than if you would be in your country. It's important that you be prepared for this, because you started life from scratch. You learn language, you learn a lot of rules, traditions, mental different reactions, and this is what you need to be ready to be open for learning.
Excellent. Yelena, thank you very much for your insights that you shared today and for your time. Dear audience, we will leave all the links in the description section of this video. If you want to contact Yelena, please do so, and check out the Summerside. The website of the city of Summerside was done by Yelena's team, and check it out. There's lots of information on that website. Also, if you want more guidance on PNP programs, provincial nominee programs for entrepreneurs, check out our guidelines on sobirovs.com website, and send us any questions. Thank you for joining us today. See you in Canada soon. Thank you. Thank you again.
So much.
I hope you enjoyed this interview with Yelena, and if you have any questions about PEI or any other provinces in Canada, leave your questions as comments under this video. Thank you for your participation. See you next week.